Hey, Christy Mattoon here with Rewire. I hope this isn't too bad. I had a question asked of me, and so I wanted to just do a quick video and try and answer it how I would do it. So the question was the person selling their house and they're trying to manifest the best buyers, the best, like a fair selling price, right? And she kind of needs to get a fair selling price on this thing. So she actually emailed me and asked me what I would do. Like, how do you do that? And so that's what this is. Here's how I would do it. You know what your house looks like and you know what it's worth. And if you're putting it on the market at a fair price, you're doing it right? You're doing all the right stuff. So I would sit down. I would get in a whole brain state. I would do some breathing work. I would prepare the energy in my body. I would get it amped up, right? Get the energy moving in your body. You want to feel the energy moving through you. And then I would think about my house. And then I would think about the perfect buyers. And then I would notice what it makes me feel like when that house is sold and it's all done. What does it feel like? It would feel like freedom. It would feel great. It would feel amazing. You might feel worthy. You might feel abundant, right? List the feelings. And so you might even want to sit down and grab a piece of paper first and write down what the optimal outcome is. What do your buyers look like? I mean, do you have some kind of family or something that you're really hoping to sell it to, or does it even matter? And then what price are you looking for it, right? Make sure you put the price into it. And then define what that feels like. Define what it feels like. And then sit down and feel that feeling and think about the house. So you're basically using the energy of the way you feel in this higher level feeling to push it out into the market space. And then go through the process, right? So you have to go through the actual putting it on the market and doing the thing. Here's the deal. There's all kinds of questions always back and forth. How long do you keep putting something in the field? Do you just do it once and let it go because some protocols say that? Is it like a constant everyday thing kind of thing? It depends on how fast you want it. So I want you to think about this in a quantum fashion where you're trying to collapse the wave basically and open up the field of potential. And more specifically, you're trying to collapse what they call the probability distribution. There's a distribution of probability that you're going to sell the house at the price that you want based on who shows up, what houses are going for in your area, and all these different kind of things, right? However many times you go through the process, because the field doesn't know the difference between you actually doing it and just doing it mentally. It's the same thing in the field. And every time you collapse the wave, right, and that means that you're turning the matter into a wave, you're turning it into a light wave, taking the particle into a light form. Every time you do that, you're moving through the distribution of potential, of possibilities. And every time you do it in regards to what you want, with the intention of what you want, in that high level of feeling, you're changing the outcome of probability. You're moving the probability closer to the one that you want every time you collapse the wave and push it in the direction that you want it to go. If you only throw it out there once and you just sit back and wait, hoping that someday it happens, it probably will. It might happen the way you designed it. It might not. That's how it works. The more times you collapse the wave, thinking about the direction you want it to go, what you want it to look like, how you want it to feel, you're sending the signal into the ether sphere, into the field. This is how this needs to look when it comes back. Every time you do it, you're actually collapsing the space-time continuum. You're meshing it all together, so it's probably going to happen quicker. That would be my guess, right? And I think that's just the way it works. So I would sit down, I would write down what I'm wanting. Here's my list of what I want. Here's my list of what it's going to feel like. And I put it on paper because I'll start something like this, close my eyes and be like, what am I doing? So write it down. And written form, spoken form, and feeling form are all energies. You're hitting it from different angles. So do it from as many different angles as you can. And then every day, every time you think about your house, you're going to come back to this level of feeling. Here's where most people go wrong in manifesting, is they'll manifest something, get this feeling up. If you're using feeling, some people don't even add that part into it. They'll get their feeling up, and then the next time they think about it, they say something derogatory, or they'll say something or feel something like, oh, this will never work. This is no good. This ain't going to happen. Oh, it didn't sell today. This didn't, right? And the list goes on and on. Now, I was working with a lady the other day who had a meeting the next day, and she needed something to happen a certain way. It had to happen, boom, 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 boom. She needed this certain, and it had to feel a certain way. She wanted to feel respected. She wanted to feel like she was an equal. She had this list of stuff. And she goes, she was like a basket case. I don't even know what to do with this, right? And it was like, we just plan it out and we start collapsing the wave. And in one session, we sat there and collapsed that wave so many times and pushed it back towards the reality that she was looking for. She called me the next afternoon. I'm on my phone. I'm looking for my phone. I wish I could play you the recording that she sent me, because she was like, you won't believe this. Everything that we did, everything that we said, she said she repeated some of the words that I was saying to her just because it was very fitting. The whole meeting went exactly the way she needed it to. The people that she was going to be sitting in front of, she was afraid we were going to come in with an attitude. And they came in with this open, receptive, amazing, and met her. She said she had to redirect it a few times, but she was so confident in redirecting it because we played it out so many different times. And we played it out in so many different ways. We never did the scene the same twice. It was different every time we did it. So no matter what showed up, she already had a feeling of it in her body and she knew how to go through it. Isn't that something? It's cool what we can do with ourselves when you know you can do it. So collapse the wave the direction you want. You're changing your availability in the field of potential, right? The potential, what is it called? I have it written over here. Here's why I keep looking over here. The probability distribution. You want it to fold in your favor. So you collapse the wave, get it turned into energy, feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it, and the next time it shows up, you do the same thing again. You could sit down and do it over and over with different scenarios. And every time you do it, you're pushing it closer to what you want. Kind of how it works. And it's interesting, and it's a lot of fun. So I hope that helps. Specifically to selling a house, that is what I would do. I would think about who I want to sell it to, how much money I need for it, put it together how you want it to go. I need to sell it in a month, 2 months, 5 months, 5 days. Put it down the way you want it to go, and then what does it feel like? Put it through the system in a whole brain state, in heart coherence. Drop the idea into your heart. Feel it, feel it, feel it, feel it. See the people, see the cell as if it's finished, and then do it again. And then do it again. Each time you do it should only take a couple minutes. I think when I was doing that with my client the other day, every little scenario was maybe 2 or 3 minutes. She was sitting there longer, kind of going through it. And as far as I knew, it was already done. She's just kind of playing with the ideas in her head while she was sitting there. So anyway, blessings and peace. I hope this helps. As always, you guys are wonderful. Subscribe, share, like. I'm supposed to say that first. I usually forget. If you need anything, email me. If you want to do sessions, let me know. If you want in on this new January 1st, it's a mind rewire transformation method is what I'm calling it. It's a 6-week challenge, basically, where we're just going to make a sprint. It's a 6-week sprint to greatness. You'll understand what we're doing. You're going to get a bunch of changes inside your body. You're going to know heart coherence like the back of your hand, and ways you can drop into heart coherence and actually use it to help you transform your life. So if you want to know how to do that, get on a call with me. Shoot me an email, Christy@mindrewire.com. Let me know you're interested in the January 1st program, and then I'm going to shoot you back some information, and we will go from there. I bless you. I love you. Thank you for being here.